No matter how strong you are going to be affected by this place.
Todos y cada uno de nosotros nos encontramos completamente sorprendidos por las cosas que está revelando Mel Gibson últimamente. Pero ¿sabías que en realidad él reveló la verdad detrás de Hollywood en una entrevista en 1998?
I mean, this is a bizarre place. And it doesn't take very long, and I'm sure you've experienced this if you've stayed here for any length of time. You come in, you're fresh from the outside, you're off the boat, from the farm, still got shit on your shoes. You're in here, people are charmed by that you've still got shit on your shoes. They're charmed by the fresh approach you bring to it, and that's a real thing. But they're also stroking the shit out of you, you know, licking you all over. And that's kind of good for you too.
That's great.
But it doesn't take very long before you realize, or before it gets to you. It's cascading on you all the time. You can't get away from certain attitudes, from certain modes of behavior that this town and the industry dictate. And no matter how strong you are, when you come in off the farm with those convictions and a certain line of attack, no matter how strong you are going to be affected by this place. It's going to divert you from where you were going.
Sure.
You're going to be diverted.
Obviamente en el mundo de Hollywood hay estrellas, personalidades que han dejado una huella imborrable. Algunos por su talento, otros por su mera presencia. Y uno de esos actores es Christopher Walken, pero déjame que te cuente brevemente quién es. Christopher Walken, que tiene el nombre real de Ronald Walken, nació el 31 de marzo de 1943 en Astoria, Nueva York. Desde joven mostró un interés y un talento innato por la actuación, lo que lo llevó a perseguir una carrera en el mundo del espectáculo. Fue criado en una familia de inmigrantes alemanes y escoceses, y la infancia de Christopher estuvo marcada por la cultura y la diversidad. Fue en la década del 70 cuando Christopher Walken obtuvo su gran oportunidad en Hollywood. Su actuación en Annie Hall le valió su primer nominación al premio Oscar como mejor actor de reparto. A partir de ese momento su carrera despegó y se convirtió en un actor muy solicitado por los directores más destacados de la industria. Uno de los hechos más controvertidos de la carrera de Walken fue su participación en el trágico incidente de 1981 en el que la actriz Natalie Wood perdió la vida durante un viaje en barco. Walken estaba presente junto a Wood y a su esposo Robert Wagner en una embarcación la noche que sucedió este accidente. Las circunstancias exactas de lo que pasó esa noche siguen siendo objeto de especulación y debate hasta el día de hoy. O sea, no se sabe a ciencia cierta qué pasó y hay mucha gente que lo señala por alguna razón a Christopher Walken. A lo largo de los años circularon muchos rumores sobre una supuesta relación entre Christopher Walken y miembros de la mafia. Algunos informes indican que Walken habría tenido vínculos con individuos involucrados en actividades de lo más oscuras, lo que llevó a cuestionamientos obviamente sobre su integridad y asociaciones personales. Por el lado de entrevistas, infinitas veces Christopher Walken pronunció comentarios que generaron controversia y descontento. Algunas de sus declaraciones fueron consideradas insensibles o inapropiadas por parte del público y fueron objeto de críticas en medios de comunicación. ¿Por qué te cuento estas cosas de Christopher? Bueno, resulta ser que en esa entrevista de 1998 Mel Gibson habló directamente de Christopher Walken y lo que dijo fue un poco perturbador.
Christopher Walken, first time I ever did a casting session in America, terrified me.
Me too.
I mean, I came to meet the guy. They said, he's flying in from God knows where.
Yeah, but he didn't need a plane, right?
Yeah.
It's like
He didn't need a plane. He came in, he was doing all the kind of Scorsese stuff. And I said, have you had a chance to read the script? And he looked at me and he said, do you like my face? And I went, yes. And he said, well, that's great, because if you don't, get De Niro. I'm out of here. And stood up and walked out. And everyone said, well, that I think was quite a good meeting.
No, he came to see me on a rooftop in New York. I said, hey, can I talk to you? And he said, sure. And he floated in, sideways, through a crowd of people. He was wearing black. And it was like one of those old vampire movies where they don't walk, but they glide. And he was a dancer, you know, so he has he's very, graceful.
Yeah.
And he moved sideways, and he just sat down in a chair next to me. And it kind of frightened me. And he's a very smart guy. And we started talking, and I didn't, say much of anything about reading the script, nothing. I just started talking about the Middle Ages. And he began to talk tortures. And we swapped tortures, because I'd read this book on torture. And I tried to recall some of the most heinous things I'd ever read in this book. And he was like, oh, oh, and he'd try and top it. And and my assistant was there, and he left because he couldn't stand it anymore.
Yeah.
The air had turned cold. And then he left, and I wanted to leave because I knew that I didn't want to work with him. And he was getting scary. And then I turned around, and it was on top of the Peninsula Hotel. I turned around to avoid his steady gaze at one point.
Yeah.
And I was looking at a building with the top of the sixes on it. So there was a huge illuminated triple six in red.
Yeah.
And I went from that to that to that, and he started smiling. And I thought, oh no, Chris Walken is the Antichrist, you know?
Obviamente señalar a Christopher Walken es meramente un ejemplo de algo que está completamente extendido en la industria del entretenimiento en Hollywood. ¿Cuál es el común denominador de esta industria? La oscuridad. Es todo bastante oscuro cuando empezamos a hurgar un poquito por detrás. Pero esa oscuridad no es random, no es aleatoria. Este mundo tiene un montón de reglas no escritas que obviamente estás obligado a cumplir, a seguir si querés sostener tu carrera, ¿no?
Is there a collective ethos or somebody once said my problem was I didn't understand the social contract here. I now understand what that means.
Yeah.
Do you understand it?
The social contract?
Yeah.
I think I do.
Yeah.
The social contract. You can't get mad. You can't get mad. You can't let it get you, because you have to make a deal with everyone else, and it's almost unspoken that you are going to be fucked over at some point by people who you may have done something nice for. And it may happen that by circumstance, or even very purposefully, that you someone over. But that shouldn't get in the way of you being able to sit down and have fun with them. Am I on the right track? You can't build a resentment about it. You have to still try and love those people, because that's the way they're thinking.
Because it ain't personal.
No, it's not personal. They don't really mean to hurt you.
No.
Not really. I don't quite understand. Well, I mean, there's a lot of motivations for why it happens. Yes, many.
La gran pregunta es, ¿se puede formar parte de este mundo sin ser parte de él realmente? ¿Puede un tipo como Mel Gibson, por dar un ejemplo, ¿no?, ser solamente un actor, un director y no tener nada que ver con toda esa otra historieta? ¿O es básicamente imposible separar los dos mundos? Porque no son dos, es uno.
You know, you have to choose what level of integrity you're coming in at. And I've often felt it. I've sat there and I have felt the knife slipped firmly in between my shoulder blades and tried to have it shoved through the other side through my heart. And I've actually felt the whole thing, and I've gone, wait till next week, you know? Or I'll think, and you'll resent it for a little while, then you have to let it go. Otherwise, you'll eat yourself alive here. And I think it takes that kind of cockroach resilience to survive in this.
Como actor joven, un tipo nuevo en la industria, Mel Gibson en su momento vivió cosas de lo más complejas, no solamente a la hora de actuar, sino todo lo que tenía que ver con el mundo alrededor de la actuación. Y tan oscuro al parecer fue todo lo que el tipo tuvo que ver a su alrededor, que empezó a vivir básicamente una paranoia. El tipo no podía creer que las cosas que sucedían a su alrededor fueran reales.
When I came over here, I was in my mid-20s.
Right.
The first time I really came over here. You know, I had a whole bunch of weird paranoid suspicions about what the hell was going on, because there was a lot of stuff I couldn't understand.
Right.
And nobody was really bothering to explain it to me.
They don't.
And I formed a bunch of opinions about the town and about the people in it that were like, surely that couldn't be. Because a whole place can't be like, you know, Weird Town, you know, where the stranger wanders in and all the people are in the bar and they all shut up when he looks at them. They tell you don't go into the house on the hill, and it's like that. And then you go away and you think, no, I was wrong. I mean, that's insane thinking. I'm paranoid. I imagined that stuff. That couldn't be the reason for why so-and-so was acting like. Could it? And then you find out later on the track that you are exactly on track with a lot of this stuff. Not specifically on track, but that some of your worst nightmares were real at the time, and you think,
Seres sin alma con cuernos. ¿A qué te suena? ¿Qué es lo primero que te viene a la mente? Coméntalo por ahí abajo. Esas fueron palabras textuales de Mel Gibson para referirse a la gente que estaba por arriba de él, ¿no? A sus superiores, digamos, en la industria. Y obviamente no vamos a entrar en
¡conspiración!
Pero yo creo que lo que el tipo está diciendo está más que claro.
a place like this can humiliate you, and it can humiliate you, it can be humbling. I mean, it does rip your life to pieces.
Does it?
If you'll let it.
Yeah.
And it's always pounding at the walls. It's
Yeah.
like, these little guys, these little heathens with no soul downstairs with horns on their head with a battering ram trying to like beat your walls in. But that's your own devils, you know.
Yo te pido a vos que me comentes ahí abajo cuál crees que es el significado real detrás de esta entrevista. ¿Qué significa todo lo que acabamos de ver que en realidad no quieren que veas? ¿Qué intentaba decir Mel Gibson detrás de tanta metáfora? No te olvides también de darle duro al botón de like, suscríbete, toca la campanita, seguime en todas mis redes, ya sabes cómo es la movida. Soy Juanito 6, esto es Del Carajo TV y nos veremos la próxima. Paz.